Okay, so right now we are going to the very place where they say that the great Ibrahim alayhis salam was born.
Welcome to Urfa, the ancient city where history and legend comes together. In my upcoming videos from Urfa, I'll be taking you to some truly unforgettable sites, like the sacred Baliklagol, the ancient city of Haran, and tracing the footsteps of the prophets. Trust me, there's so much more to uncover, and you won't want to miss any of it. So subscribe now and stay tuned for more fascinating stories from this historic land. Today, we're stepping into a place that's been at the heart of sacred stories for thousands of years. And right here is the cave believed to be the birthplace of Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam. Known as the father of monotheism, his story spans the foundations of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In this video, we are not just visiting a historical site, we're walking in the footsteps of a prophet whose life shaped the beliefs of billions. But what makes this cave so extraordinary? Join me as we uncover the mysteries, the significance, and the spiritual legacy of this hidden gem in Urfa.
This masjid is built on a immensely grand scale, and from what I remember, there's a cave over here where they say that Ibrahim alayhis salam was born. So I'm going to try my best to show you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we are at a very significant, very special place. This is the very place where it is believed that the Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam was born. So there's a cave inside. Behind me is a jami, is a masjid, but there's a cave right behind of me, and you can see many people there today. It is believed that Ibrahim alayhis salam was born in this cave. Now you may ask why he was born in a cave, not perhaps in a house or something normal like that. The reason is because the tyrant at the time, Nimrod, he claimed divinity. He was obviously a tyrant, one of the biggest tyrants, along with the likes of Fir'aun. And the soothsayers told him that there will be a boy that is born that will bring down his religion and that will bring down his kingdom. And this terrified him. Similar to how it was during the time of Musa alayhis salam, when Fir'aun was given the same information that a boy will come and he will bring down his kingdom. So as a result, he did the same thing. He started killing all of the boys. Of the babies that were being born that time was in danger. So Ibrahim alayhis salam's mother, she obviously was aware of this, and she decided to hide him in this cave over here. Hence, they believe that he's born over here. I'm going to take you inside and show you how it looks like in there. I came here 12.5 years ago, and it's always a special feeling to go to a place where holy people were either born or they walked, because their stories are the most inspiring and the most significant stories that we'll ever hear. So although I came here many years ago, you kind of forget sometimes how a place looks like. Like I'm looking at the masjid all around, so I kind of forgot about this. But I'm excited to go there again, and I want you guys to also see. I'm excited to also show you guys as well how it looks like from inside. So come with me. Okay, so we're walking in. I'm massively impressed. It's been so many years, I can't remember exactly how it looks like. So sometimes you go to a place after so long and it feels like you're coming for the first time. So look at the masjid there. It looks wonderful, absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of people here today. And to the left of me is where the cave is. So let's see if I can go inside. So it says here, Abu Maqam, Hazrat Ibrahim Paygambar, which is, this is the Maqam of Ibrahim alayhis salam. It says this is the cave where Ibrahim alayhis salam was born. So Mevlid means the birth of prophet. The cave was called Mevlid-I Halil cave because people believed that the Prophet Ibrahim was born here, or was born there. So according to tradition, when King Nimrod's soothsayers informed him that he would have a child that would wipe out his religion and demolish his kingdom, he ordered all children to be killed. So Nuna, the mother of Ibrahim alayhis salam, was pregnant when she learned of the king's decree, so she dared not share the good news of her pregnancy. This is an immensely historic place, and I'm gonna try walking inside. Okay, so right now I'm walking into the cave of Ibrahim alayhi salam, where they say he was born. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanallah. So this is the cave where they say Ibrahim alayhi salam was born, and he was hidden by his mother from the tyranny of Nimrod. Right now it seems like there's some water in there. So there's a glass in front which is covering this. I'm sat over here. There's many people that come inside and they make du'as over here. So alhamdulillah, to be in such a wonderful location. Like you begin to think that how someone of such a great stature, friend of Allah, Khalilullah, how he was born here, what lights would have descended when he was born. There's also some water that you can take from the taps here that comes from the cave. So again, it's written here that in Turkish that this is healing water because it's come from the cave where Ibrahim alayhi salam was born. So a lot of people, they fill their cups and bottles with this and drink from here. So I'm going to do the same, inshallah. So I've come out from the cave area. And this is the mosque over here. I can come to pray to. Okay, so this masjid is quite old and it's beautifully designed as well. Like there's a big masjid over here, as you can see. Then obviously the main attraction is to come to this cave where they believe Ibrahim alayhi salam was born. And you also have these pigeons that are always here, and you see many of them flying in the air. And it's quite a grand masjid, you know. This is the thing that you kind of forget. Like you may have gone to a certain place in the past, but you kind of forget over time. So look at this. It's beautifully designed, you know, very beautifully designed. This is the entrance of this masjid over here, and then behind there is the cave, and out there is the ablution area. So, mashallah, very well designed. And this is the speciality of this place, Şanlıurfa. In this series, so today's the Şanlıurfa video. We also have a video of Harran that you'll be able to see. So this area is immensely significant when we look at Islamic history. And it doesn't just have Islamic history, it also has history before that even. So there's layers and layers of history here that's either been dug into the ground or there's some that you can see because archaeologists have been able to find certain traces. But this place, Urfa, I've seen it mentioned in many of the Islamic books where it speaks about these prophets walking on these lands. This is part of Sham. And as you know, as time goes on, the geographical borders change. This may be Turkey today, but this was part of Sham. Hence, many of these prophets had come over here. And it's quite a nice sunny day. And it's incredible because when I came here in 2010, I came here, I didn't really know much about this place. Like we booked it, we saw something on a TV channel and it was very unique. We said, let's just go over here and check this out. But after going from here, over the years, I've read about this, that in Harran and in places like Urfa, that all of these prophets walk here. So sometimes when you read it in the books, it just hits you even more that, wow, this place is special. And you feel it in the air. As you get here, as you land here, you feel that special connection. The people are a little bit different here. You have a lot of Arab-speaking people here. Even the dialect of Turkish sounds like an Arabic dialect, and they mix a lot of the words. But there's a lot of Arab-speaking people. Obviously, they're coming from Syria over here. It's very, very different. It's very different. I was even telling the taxi driver yesterday that the difference between the west and the east of Turkey is immense. There's a big difference. It seems as though you're in another country. But this is more conservative. This is more traditional. This is more drenched in history. To be honest, Turkey as a country is drenched with an immense amount of history. But in terms of Islamic history, when it comes to the caliber of personalities we're speaking about in terms of prophets, you find a lot of them over here. Okay, so when you come here, you have the luxury of giving some seeds to pigeons. It's like an abundance of pigeons over here. So let's do that. Another great thing about here is that next to the cave of Ibrahim alayhi salam, there is the resting place of some saintly people. And when you come over here, you have the opportunity to make dua over here. Alhamdulillah, this seems like not just a normal masjid, but it's got some important history attached to it in terms of the personalities that have come over here. And then you also have these pictures here.